Every day in my home with a thought in my heart, gonna think really hard. Am I really this far gone? Reverse the damage that I've caused, man. At a point where I really don't know now. Trying to get myself out, trying to get out that I call my life now. When my tears all dried out, right now I go harder now, feeling better than I ever have. In the past, like a little man running up in the streets, all sad, like dad. I'm feeling ready for the change, getting the feelings to all go away, making sure I'm on a new type of wave. Positive thoughts that I convey, writing the hits and then playing the game, chilling with fans that I know I'll attain. This got a negative, got a hate. I'm about to be achieving the fame, yeah. Look, y'all, changing in multiple ways. It's my brain while I try to maintain all the pain that's contained, but I'm feeling insane all alone in my lane. Never thought we would break, but it's time for a change. I'm maturing my ways, feeling good, doing great, never stopping, determining my life, my fate, killing the game, grinding all of my days. You know that I'm working my skill, filling the voids all until be acknowledged for real. Working the crest in and ill, grinding till a deal. Gotta keep working, gotta keep grinding, filling my life, putting time in, getting these deals, eating these meals, having the time of my life, yeah. I'm thankful for all of the pain you caused me, it's kept me aligned. Thankful to all of the people who never believed in my grind. I'm thankful to all of the people who helped me put in all the time. My time to unwind, I'm ready to shine, believe in myself cause I know that I'm finally ready for my change. Having these feelings to all stay the same. Now I'm on top of a new type of wave. Positive thoughts that I'm conveying, making these hits, now I'm born in the game. Chilling with fans that I finally attained. This got a negative love, all this hate, I finally achieved on my fame. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Y'all, hey, it's been a long time coming. Feeling like I need to give thanks to ya. Been watching down, protecting me and giving all the blessings. Found a girl that I'll be wifing, know that you would love her. I'm reminiscing on the memories down in the past. Feeling like a lifetime since I saw you last. I know you resting in paradise, having all the laughs. Me and Angela be thinking back, remember that? Man, the family never been the same since you left. Better bet that I'm here picking up the pieces. Hope you know that I've been out here grinding. Graduated from my English, got me out here smiling now. Made amends with my brother, now we G. Closer with the fam, feeling free. Know I appreciate all the love that you gave me, Dada. Remembering the lessons that you taught me too, hey. Lessons that you taught me too. Hey, it's been a long time coming. Feeling like I need to give thanks to ya. Been watching down, protecting me and giving all your blessings. Know I always feel that smile, got me reminiscing. Hey, it's been a long time coming. Feeling like I need to give thanks to ya. Been watching down, protecting me and giving all your blessings. Know I always feel that smile, got me reminiscing. Hey. Yeah, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, back in the building. I know you guys miss me because I miss you guys too, but I'm back. Only left, to take care of stuff because besides radio and broadcasting, I also do photography and videography, and I had prom shoots and fashion shows coming up, graduation and stuff. So it's that season. Best season to get out, get some pictures taken, get advertising. And if you want those pictures taken by yours truly, dragonjumppro@gmail.com. Book me now. Prices are very reasonable. Prom special going out right now, $60 for a prom shoot. That includes a backdrop, and I take it as many pictures as I want. So it doesn't give you a limit to pictures, but it does give you all this by me, yours truly. But like I said, we got a good show for you tonight as we're going to welcome back. It is June 12th. Nice. comfortable outside. You know, I had just a sleeve on. You see, I got my green on, had glasses blaring, and I'm feeling myself. That's the best way to say it. I'm feeling myself. So I have music from you. If you was tuning into live, what you heard, and I will play again, it's a new song from Tom Orlando called Transcendent. And it's actually a pretty dope song. So if you hear the words of it, you think about it. I also got Kevin Durant is confirmed that he did tear his Achilles, but he already had the surgery. I'll give you more about that coming up later on in the show. On top of that, it is going down. And we also had hits put out on David Ortiz. Good to see he's in stable conditions, up, taking his first couple steps. So that's very good to see that he's back with that. And we got Chris Blewett, who blew it, coming up. But Cubs sitting second right now, a half a game back. But they look like they're going to be on the verge of going back in first place after tonight's win. And I'll let you know about that coming up. Here's Tom Orlando, Transcendence, here on Dragonland Sports Radio. Here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio.com station. Check it out. Y'all feel that beat? Can y'all hear it? I feel it. I hear it. Reminisce with it. Check it out.
I finally came to terms with everything that has happened in my life. When I turned my hands to time, all the way back to the nights when I used to around in my life. Looking back all alone in a broken home, shouldn't anybody trying to come around and help me through my darkest times. Trying to be the only one, gotta meet to the light. Now I see all the problems that I face, distrust and hate filling in my lane. Trying to fix all the pain chewing in my brain, but I can't stop with the things that I think all the time. I'm alone every day in my home with a thought in my heart. Gonna take it really hard. Am I really this far gone? Reverse the damage that I've caused, man. At a point where I really don't know now. Trying to get myself out, trying to get out that I call my life now. When my tears all dried out, right now I go harder now, feel harder than I ever have in the past. Like a little man running up in the streets, all sad, like dad. I'm feeling ready for the change, getting the feelings to all go away. Making sure I'm on a new type of wave, positive thoughts that I convey. Writing the hits and then playing the game, chilling with fans that I know I'll attain. This got a negative, got a hate. I'm about to be achieving the fame, yeah. Look, y'all, changing in multiple ways. It's my brain while I try to maintain all the pain that's contained, but I'm feeling insane all alone in my lane. Never thought we would break, but it's time for a change. I'm maturing my ways, feeling good, doing great, never stopping, determined in my life, my fate, killing the game, grinding it all of my days. You know that I'm working my skill, filling the voids all until be acknowledged for real. Working the crest, spinning ill, grinding till a deal. I gotta keep working, gotta keep grinding, filling my life, putting time in, getting these deals, eating these meals, having the time of my life, yeah. I'm thankful for all of the pain you caused me, it's kept me aligned. Thankful to all of the people who never believed in my grind. I'm thankful to all of the people who helped me put in all the time. My time to unwind, I'm ready to shine, believe in myself cause I know that I'm finally ready for my change. Having these feelings to all stay the same. Now I'm on top of a new type of wave. Positive thoughts I convey and making these hits. Now I'm born in the game, chilling with fans that I finally attained. This got a negative love, all this hate. I finally achieved on my fame. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Welcome back to Dragon Sports Live here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio.com station. So let's get a little cracking with the football. Chris blew it. And what I mean by he blew it, actually all of the kickers blew it that day. Nagy had a mandatory mini camp right now where you had all the kickers missed field goals and there was 0 for 3. But the person who got the benefit of that was Chris Blewett. He's Blewett, team weighed him as of today, and it's just like the kicking competition is getting intense for the Bears. They got about 2 more practices until they break for summer, then they come back in late July for training camp, and we don't know what will happen. Who will be that kicker? So a little side note is Eddie Gold has not been reporting to minicamp, and he also demanded a trade in case a lot of people forgot. So we don't know what's going on or what's cracking. It's amazing how that chain of events is happening. So like you basically wanna you can get Gold back, who was 33 or 34 with the 49ers, or you get Elliott Fry or Eddie Partnero, who you traded from the Raiders. Now, let's keep in mind, if Eddie Partnero is active during the regular season on the roster for 5 games, that 7th-round pick that the Bears traded up, Oakland would keep. If not, that pick goes back to the Bears. That's only what happened if he plays 5. He's active for 5 games. So that's another little side note. On top of that, where would Gold go? Do you think the Bears will bring him back? He's inclined to coming back. He wants to come back. I say get that man that money and let him come back. Bite the gut. Because on top of that, when Gold decides to retire, he can already train the second kicker that you already have in line. Because I feel like the Bears going to go into the season with 2 kickers on the season this year. But more importantly, like I said, that kicking competition is going to be fierce come late July. Our running backs are looking pretty good. We got David Montgomery looking great. You know, he was a replacement for Jordan Howard, and he does have them hands out the backfield, as well as Riley Ridley, who's new wide receiver. And our projected starting lineup is going to look like a monster on defense. You got Raquan Smith and Mack, as well as Jackson, Prince Akamara, Fuller. So, and they all getting used to, you know, Chuck Pagano's his defensive scheme, but it's actually a smooth transition since, you know, Bears defense is about smash mouth football. They like to get in your grill. They like to get on your grind. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Wow, that kind of just came out of nowhere on me. When you actually press something and then you hear what you're pressing. But you know, it's about to go down tonight. You know, Juju Smith-Schuster, aka Juju, he's now the number 1 guy that you're throwing to. But he's not showing. He's like, I'm disappointed how things ended with AB, who's now at Oakland. More things about Oakland in a second, but Abe, he just like, I have no hard feelings towards that. Whatever happened, it happened. I'm like, but now he's getting acclimated to being the number 1 receiver. Instead of number 2, just the number 1 seed. So it's going down. And speaking of Oakland, though, right? Oakland's going to be on Hard Knocks this year. It was 13 editions of Hard Knocks. Just a little history about Hard Knocks history. 13 editions. 01 to 02. 07 to 2010. 2012 to 2018. Those teams who was on that show had a combined record of 98 and 109 and 1. Teams missed the playoffs that was on the show. You had the Browns, the 2018 Browns. They barely missed the playoffs. You had the 2017 Buccaneers, the 2016 Rams, and the last team to make the playoffs was the 2015 Texans. And then you got two teams who won. That was the 2010 Jets and the 2001 Ravens. So it's kind of, I feel like that's a slight curse right now. If those teams who's on that show are 98, 109, and one draw, mm, 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 mm. That's all I can say is cause that and it's like, even though you got a new revamped roster, you got Antonio Brown on there. How would y'all take that? How would y'all come back? You got a healthy Derek Carr coming back. What y'all gonna do? And y'all revamped with the 3 draft picks that y'all drafted in the first round. So I got to see something. Y'all got to prove me wrong. Y'all got to make that record go higher. Cause right now it's saying like y'all doomed. Like going off the history of Hard Knocks, it looks like y'all not making the playoffs this year. Maybe. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But while other people was bickering about money and not getting the right of money that they wanted, Julio Jones is not worried about the contract. He's here to play football. He's gonna do what he's got to do, and he gonna do it big. He gonna do it great, right? He gonna do it real big, real nice. So we also had Mitchell Sports gets a 1-year extension, and shockingly, coaches hurting themselves playing basketball. So rookie coach for the Green Bay, Matt LaFleur, he ruptured his Achilles tendon while playing basketball. And he's not finna let it hinder him. Basically, he not gonna do like when Sean Payton had the broken leg up in the press box coaching. He don't want to do that. He's in a walking boot right now currently, but he also was driving a golf cart during their mini camp with his foot up, coaching while driving a decked out golf cart. That's what I'm talking about. You still gonna do your work no matter what. That sounds like signs of a good coach right there. Hey, it's coming down. I got a special song coming up for you guys. When I say special, well, before I play the song, let me tell you about what's going on in coming weeks. So coming up, there's a play that I helped my homeboy for, and his name is Christopher True Hood, and it's a play called Be Better Than Good. Now we just hosted this play about 2 weeks ago now, and it's coming up. It'll be coming up July 19th and the 20th at a church near you. The play was written and directed by Christopher True Hood. Now, here's another shocker part, guys. He's also the man who wrote this song that I'm about to bring to you. So I'll say, if y'all on my Facebooks, my Instagram, my Twitter, you're going to see flyers pop up. You're going to have links to get to those tickets. Get those tickets now. And then come to the play. Enjoy. You also may see yours truly there too, helping out, doing what I can to help a homeboy out. That's what friends do. That's what they always do. They stick together. So, like I said, check the play out July 19th and the 20th. And stay rock with me on Dragon Sports Live, and I'll tell you more about that later and give you more information. And also I'm posting that link in my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So just be on the lookout for it. And if you want to come through and show support, especially if you're in the city of Chicago, come through. Because I'm down. But like I said, it's all about support in this day and age. Support, networking, and let's build upon that. But with further ado, here is Mr. True Hood. Be better than good. Check it out on Dragon Sports Live.
You're better than good. Take your time out for me. You show me all your many blessings for me. You never let your love die. You crucified and you hung high for me. And you've always been better than good. You hold me, taking your time. You showing me what's right. You take your time, 'cause you're better than good. Better than good to me. I did show me. You're taking your time. You help me. Let me know what's right. You take your hand and reach out to me. 'Cause you're better than good to me. Never felt this way before. This love that you have for me, it shows. You always healing me. You're showing me what's real. This emotional feel, I never let it feel. When they held your hands to the grave, you hold me. They took that pain from you. You show me that it's true. You died for me. You're better than good to me. You show me. You're taking my side. You help me. You show me that I'm alive. You take your hand and reach out to me. 'Cause you're better than good to me. Yeah, you're better from good to me. You show me all as many blessings I see to me. You keep me going, show me why I wait. 'Cause you're better than good. You're better than good to me. 3 days later, show the blessing never seen. My Father, you showed the love that it means. You left me, oh, I know what that means. I would preach and I pray, and I was always sing your word. You hold me, that's all I want to do. I want to show you why. Take your time. 'Cause you're better than good. 'Cause you're better than good to me. You show me. You're taking your time. You help me. You show me what's right. You take your hand and reach out to me. You're better than good to me. Show me all the many blessings I see to me. Show me why I wait. 'Cause you're better than good. You're better than good to me. God, all that close for me. Show me your grace and mercy. Cause you're better than good. You're better than good to me. Yeah.
When it comes to sports, Chicago craves a winner. At IMS, we crave creativity. My name is Sam Paniotovich. I'm an instructor in the sports emphasis program here at the Lombard campus, and I've been so impressed with the way our students attack their work. From TV reels to radio shows to play-by-play, our students are constantly challenged to create. It's a hands-on class focused around getting reps and experience. With a group of students that are willing to learn and improve, the product keeps getting better and better. I'm Sam Paniotovich, and I am IMS.
I've been in the radio and broadcasting business a long time, more than 3 decades, and I thought, if I spread my knowledge and shared what I know about the business with a lot of young minds, maybe I could get some of those people involved. And my dad talked to schools, and I thought I could do that too, and I could do it all in one place at Illinois Media School. I've been having a great time. I tell everybody I'm learning as much from the students as they learn from me. I am Eddie Volkman, and I am IMS.
Hey, it's Chris Reese, and I am so glad to be back at IMS. I graduated back in 2007, started my career at US 99.5, started working with Lisa and Ray. I was the producer there for about 7-8 years, and I am so glad to be back in the building teaching some new students here, getting them back doing Adobe, getting over that fear of talking on the radio. And it's Chris Reese, night guy on 101.9 The Mix, and I am IMS.
In today's society and world, many people need help to cover events or to build a brand, but don't know how to go about it. Or say no more. Dragon Jump Productions and B-Ray Marketing is here. We not only do graphic design, but we do photography, videography, as well as taking your name and your brand, and we're going beast with it. What that means is we value our clients to the fullest, and we listen to everything that you would like in your brand. So what better way to do it than with B-Ray Marketing and Dragon Jump Productions? For more information, go to DragonJumpPro.com as well as BRayMarketingMedia.net and let us take your name, your brand, and go beast. Let's put you on top of the map while we're doing what we love with videography, photography, and graphic design, as well as website design. So, with that being said, what are you waiting for? Click the link or go to www.DragonJumpPro.com and www.BRayMarketingMedia.net for more information. Book with us and let us take your name, your brand, and go beast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I'm Dante Payne, your lovely host for this evening, and you're rocking with us on the Chicagoland Sports Radio Station, where it's not just sports, it's a way of life. So, if you missed out, we was breaking it down to football where we talked about Juju is not having no hard feelings towards AB, as well as Chris Blewett, and now he's off the team and they're down to 2 kickers. So what do y'all think? Do y'all honestly think that Go would possibly come back to Chicago? I'm down and I'm all for him coming back to Chicago because he was a great kicker. He was a golden kicker for the Bears. Like, you winning games on clutch, and that's what he's good for. Parkey couldn't do that on the other hand, so let's bring him back. If these other 2 guys doesn't work out or is not what the Bears need, let's go back. Let's go back to Robbie Gold. Let's go back to the Golden Boy. And that's how I'm gonna look at it. On top of that, though, so while a lot of teams are in the all-season programs, the Ravens are too. Not only that, they signed Joe Horn Jr., who's Mr. Cell Phone under the goalpost son, Joe Horn Sr. But on top of that, they decided to go younger. They parted ways with receivers Michael Crabtree, John Brown, pass rusher Terrell Suggs, and Zadarius Smith. And they also parted ways with Eric Weedle and tackle CJ Mosley. That's a total of 17 Pro Bowls and 4,608 snaps between the teams. They say younger is better in some cases, but you do need that veteran presence. The veterans is what make those, like all those guys that you released were still producing great numbers, was still putting up numbers. So let's see how y'all feel. Y'all got a young quarterback with Lamar Jackson after y'all took away, after y'all traded off Flacco to the Broncos, which he's still in his. I'm not gonna show him the ropes. He gonna have to learn on his own because they see he's still having hard feelings of being. You showed Lamar Jackson the ropes and he took your place. We all hate it. We hate it. Trust me, I hate it. I would hate to train the person that finna take my place. You know, it'll make somebody feel some type of way. So I understand where he coming from. But moving right on along though. So yesterday the Cubs played against the Colorado Rockies. Wow, I got a little tongue tied and just felt the juices there. Yeah, he basically the score was 10-3. Today the Cubs played. That game had started at 2:10, and the Cubs demolished the Rockies today 10-1. The Cubs currently sit because after yesterday's loss, far as the standings, the Cubs sit right now currently second. Oh, actually currently tied for first in a sense because they won today. If Milwaukee loses their next game, Cubs jump them. So it's like an ongoing battle for first in the Central right now, in the National League Central. On top of that, we got the Chicago White Sox creeping. They're third in the AL Central, 32-34, and they're 12 and a half games out of first, but a game and a half out of chasing the Indians. So it's going down, and you know, Indians lost today against Cincinnati 7-2. And the Oakland A's also played today 6-2 against the Tampa Bay. So both teams are doing fairly well this time. Sox is doing a lot better than recent years. So that's a plus. That's a double plus. And then Cubs, basically all doubts and fears that y'all had coming into the season, well, they kind of got thrown in the toilet. Because it's like the Cubs are playing it with a whole new reprieve, whole new. In their last 10, they only lost 3 games in their last 10 games. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Pretty good. But we did have some sad. We also had Mike Klingler coming back to the Indians. Corey Seager was getting off to a hard start, but again, he will be out with a hamstring strain. It was a massive strain, like he was going to score and literally stopped at third base and start hobbling after he pulled his hamstring like really bad, like a grade 2 hamstring pull. And those are none nice, especially like if you running and you just feel that pain, sharp pain, it makes you stop instantly in your tracks. Try getting one when you're riding your bike or when you run it. Like that is not good. It's not a good thing to feel. It's really not at all. So, like I said, we got Andrew McCutchen who tore his ACL, and that so like injuries in baseball, whatever sport, it's not a good sight. I'll talk about more other injuries in just a second. A hit was put out on David Ortiz, one of the great Boston Red Sox sluggers, while he was in his hometown in Santo Domingo. And basically it's like, the man ain't do nothing to you guys. It was just a hit put out on. But what was just updated was that the fans, or numerous of witnesses, called one of the suspects, beat the crap out of him, put him in the hospital, and then once the police released him, took him in police custody. But they said suspect was offered $7,000 and 80 in shooting. Apparently, Siri's trying to talk to me. I didn't even ask for Siri or anything. Siri just trying to talk to me. Siri trying to be sweet to me, but I ain't trying to be sweet right now. And it's sad that you go home and it's like that happens to you. Nobody ever wants to see that happen. Like, he is doing, but he's in stable condition. He's speaking. Now you take a couple steps, but you never ever want to see that to happen. Like, I don't want to see that to happen to anybody. It's sad. But that's the world we live in, where you have haters constantly. No matter what you do, there's always going to be a hater. So I'm glad he's doing all right. He's back in Boston now. And like I said, he's going to make a full recovery. My condolences, my heart goes out, and prayers go out to David Ortiz as he continues to get stronger and recover from this. Because like I said, nobody ever wants to experience that. That traumatizes a person mentally and physically. So big ups to him. Prayers go out to him. Hope for the best. With that being said, I got some more music for you guys. So we already was hearing from Tom Orlando. That's his name. My bad. I couldn't even think of the name because I got so many tracks and stuff going through at the same time. And you just heard from Christopher True Hood, Be Better Than the Good. Like I said, check out his play July 19th and the 20th. It's an awesome play. But I do got another track coming up for you. Zorin. No Signal here on Dragon Sports Live. Check it out. This is Zorn. Y'all hear that nice subtle beat? I like it.
Скрываешь номера, чтобы я не набирал. Не нужно это делать, все равно ты моя. Знаешь, ведь нам не до сна. Снова вспоминаем времена. Там, где мы с тобой мечта. Минимум слов и искра в глазах. Давай забудем или сохраним навсегда. На перекрестках этих не потерять себя. Он с тобою рядом, я буду навсегда. Потерять сигнал, да. Улетай, дай к небесам. Тебя украл, я. Обнимай, май, ты меня. Потерять сигнал, да. Улетай, дай к небесам. Тебя украл, я. Обнимай, май, ты меня. Доводишь до безумия. Легко так это написать. Целуешь бледными губами. Не пачкай мелом, перестань. Не могу думать ни о ком. Комната молчания, не надо слов. Город тонет черно-бело-серых красках. Красишь губы ярко, не напрасно. Ты мне дай знак, чтобы я знал. Стану тем, кто тебя спрятал, а не искал. На перекрестках этих не потерять себя. Он с тобою рядом, я буду навсегда. Потерять сигнал, да. Улетай, дай к небесам. Тебя украл, я. Обнимай, май, ты меня. Потерять сигнал, да. Улетай, дай к небесам. Тебя украл, я. Обнимай, май, ты меня.
We used to say, in our home, you say you need some love. You say you need some light. I used to say, in my way, I say I need some space. I say I need some time. How be You fly away, you say you will come with me up in arms. Can you feel the love? It takes some time, I say I will be bound to bring you back. Bring it back. When tears start to shade, when hearts start to break, all we need is open arms, open arms. When love goes away, when trust is at stake, all we need is open arms, open arms. You run away to me and fly away with me. You run away to me and fly away with me.
You're listening to ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. It's not just sports, it's a way of life.
Yes, you heard it. You're listening to Dragon Sports Live here on the Chicagoland Sports Radio Station. And I'm Dante Payne. If you just tuning in, gotta say big ups and congratulations to Lindsay Gullif, who's the first women's coach to cross over to the NBA and join the assistant staff of the Cavaliers. So big ups to her on that. Her accomplishment is much appreciated, and she deserves it, especially what she has done in that program. So big ups for that. Let's give you a little background on her. She has 4 Final Four. I should say she has a Final Four. 7-time NCAA tournament head coach for the Golden Bears. And like I said, she's first woman head coach recruited to an NBA staff. Just made history, as Adam Silver stated and stressed that he would love to see more women out there in the NBA coaching. She would sign a 4-year contract and would play a prominent role in support of Beelan and associate head coach JB Burkerstaff. So big ups to her on that. Big ups. Now, Paul George had his second procedure on his shoulder because he had a torn tendon in his shoulder, which is not good. He played through that injury during the playoffs. So did Westbrook. He was playing through an injury. It's like when the game's on the line, when it's win to go home, when it's playoffs, it's the time to go for a championship. Players gonna play differently. Like they're gonna play through that pain just so they can help their team out. Same thing what Kevin Durant did. Kevin Durant, he missed basically. He went down in the Houston series, and he hasn't missed 9 games. 9 games in his playoffs, and got hurt his calf. Came back for game 5 because you can actually see a difference. Like if you watch the games, like I've been, you can see like it's a difference when you have KD healthy and that. Like they knew they was coming back, they knew they had to play. But then when he went down, what looked like a calf injury. It was actually an Achilles injury. Now, here's the crazy part about that. He left the game like a couple minutes into the fourth quarter. He left the game early, right? He flew back to New York to go get an MRI, which that was Tuesday. They said we'll find out the results of that Wednesday. The man already got the surgery. When I say he literally already got the surgery, he Instagram tweeted like, "I'll be back. I'm a hooper. This is what I do, and I'm a recuperate." So here's the thing that's, it's been driving me a little bit bonkers. It's like everybody's saying that it's the team's fault. It's the team doctor. The team doctor shouldn't be trusted, and like, it's not the team doctors. It's not the general manager's fault. The team doctor said he was clear to play. If y'all look at that play, it was how when he planted to do his spin move to do what he normally do, he planted hard. So he planted right on the heel and felt that. He knew that he messed up. That's why he called the doctors, called them over. It was like, hey, come get me. I can't get up. Because like I said, when you tell that, that's, like, yeah. Not a good feeling. You join Cousins, Kobe, Dominique Wilkins. That famed list of good players who torn Achilles. And if think about it, each player is different, right? At how they bounce back. So all you gotta do, talk to your teammate. Your teammate went through that same experience. Talk to him. On top of that, leave KD alone. Cause y'all saying, oh, well, he may not make the money that he wants since he just got injured. And like I said, they putting the blame on the team doctors and the general manager. KD is a grown man. He made the decision on his own. He felt like he needed to help his team. So you have to respect the man's decision. He wanted to help his team, so he did what he did. In that 12 minutes that he played, he dropped 11 points and was literally on the tear. It was like he couldn't miss for a second. He did miss some shots, though, but it was just like, couldn't miss. Hand in the face, nope. Basket good. So look at it like that. It's crazy. And on top of that, his free agent talk, he may pick up his option with Golden State. But the thing about free agent talk, though, a lot of media, I love my media peoples. They drive me bonkers with that. Like, oh, where's he going to go? You're not going to know where they're going to go. You can elaborate unless you got confirmed sources, you're not gonna know exactly where they're gonna go. It's their decision to make, unless you make a trade. Like, for example, AD, he wants to be traded and still wants to be traded. So now you got teams talking to the Pelicans, trying to make that offer of where they should go, and you're not gonna know until off season, which doesn't start until July. You can't make any trades until July 6th, if I'm not mistaken, or June 30th at the end of the season. So all you got to do is speculate, make rumors. You can see teams where you can fit. Like, they say what you think KD can basically fit with any team because that's how great of a player he is. He can fit with any team and turn them and make them into playoff contenders. It's the same thing with LeBron. LeBron took a Cavaliers team and made them a champion. Took them to the playoffs. It's the same thing. He didn't have that much success with the Lakers, but with the draft coming up, you may get key pieces. He's trying to get another superstar. If he have another superstar, yes, they can make the playoffs. And KD, he is a superstar. So he can add to any team. I can see a D'Lo and KD mix, or I can see a KD and Irving mix. It's just that's who KD is. He's a baller. He can put him with anybody. He can ball. Even when it was Westbrook, Harden, and Ibaka on the same team, he was still balling, even though Westbrook was more shot dominant. So it's like it don't matter where he goes, he's still going to do his thing, right? With that being said, leave it alone. Find out in the offseason. Like you can speculate, like if you got legit sources that found it, like if you're talking directly to the GM, like, yeah, we're gonna do this and that. Hey, just leave it alone. Now, the Grizzlies did add a new coach. Taylor Jenkins was named the new head coach of the Grizzlies. Now, here's the kicker part. He came from the Bucks. He's another coach from Bullhazer's coaching tree to become a coach. He's the third coach, right? I'm down for that. That may be good for the Grizzlies. They did need a new coach too. So big ups to him on that. And then RJ Barrett, who also cut his hair now, he's smooth. He says the Knicks is the only team he wants a meeting with. Like he wants the Knicks to draft them. He don't want to go nowhere else. He want to play for the team. Like he wants to play for the Knicks. With speculation of like, where do you think these players going to go? What I say, yeah, I wonder where they're going to go, but I'm also wondering who's going to be the biggest bust. So that's another thing. Who's gonna not live up to potential? Is it sad that I'm looking for that? Yes, but hey, what could I say? I'm entitled to my own opinions, right? So I get that. Now, if you guys want to watch the game tomorrow, it comes on at 8 Central on ABC. It's a pivotal must-win game to force a Game 7. And in order for Golden State to win this game, you have to, one, Clay and Steph has to go off. That's one factor, right? Two, you need Cousins and Green to do their work. And you also need Iguodala to do his work. He's been good defensively, but struggling offensively. So once you get those players to go to work, then, you're going to have that great Warriors team before you got KD to join the mix. And you probably force a Game 7. Now, for the Raptors, if they've been playing the way they've been playing and not letting Golden State go on a run, they're going to have their first championship. So it's a matter of how you're going to adjust for this game. It's a lot of adjustments that's been made in game, especially lineup changes, roster moves. So, like, who you going to put in? Are you going to go deep into the bench for both teams? So that's what I'm saying. It's going down. I'll be watching the game Thursday and checking it out. And with that being said, I will see you guys next week for another edition of Dragon Sports Live. And I'm Dante Payne, signing off the show today. Deuces. Peace out, and I'll catch y'all next week. Hit my live up. Like I said, I'll put that link to the Play is a 2-night special. I'll put it up in my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. And yeah. Support me. I support you guys. With that being said, peace out.
Let's do this dance one more time, shall we? It's the fourth and final of our quadruple header here today at the Keating Sports Center. It's the final home match for the Scarlet Hawks here in 2017 as they are set to take on the Silver Lake College Lakers. Welcome back in again, everyone. It's alongside Justin Wilson, I'm Ryan Fay with you here on the broadcast, starting a little bit earlier, just a couple more minutes earlier, as we're going to be having the senior festivities for Rhea Green in just a couple of minutes. But before we get to that, though, Justin, the Lakers, we saw how they looked in that first match. I know the devastating injury to Shimon Flanick did